The current global recession, caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, has led to widespread economic impact, including job losses, decreased consumer spending, and economic contraction. Financial experts Robert Kiyosaki and Jim Rickards have provided valuable insights on the current global recession, offering differing perspectives on its root causes, potential long-term effects, and strategies for individuals and businesses to navigate the turbulence. This analysis will examine their views in detail, referencing current economic data and historical examples to support our analysis. We will also provide actionable recommendations for individuals and businesses to thrive during this difficult period. Root causes of the global recession. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, attributes the current recession to the massive wealth inequality and the unsustainable financial system. According to Kiyosaki, the global economy has been in a fragile state for many years, with financial systems that incentivize debt and speculative investments over long-term growth and stability. He believes that the current recession is simply an acceleration of the inevitable economic correction that was bound to occur sooner or later. Kiyosaki notes that the pandemic has merely been the catalyst for the economic reckoning, which has exposed the weaknesses of the unsustainable financial framework. Jim Rickards, a former investment banker and author of The New Great Depression, believes that the pandemic's impact on the economy was largely avoidable if the government had taken early and decisive action. Rickards believes that the global response to the pandemic has been too focused on public health measures, with little consideration given to the economic impacts of these measures. In his view, policymakers' response to the pandemic has been misguided, resulting in an economic shock that could have been prevented by taking proactive measures to support businesses and prevent job losses. Impacts on industries and countries. The pandemic-related recession has impacted various industries and countries differently, depending on their reliance on international trade and tourism and the underlying strength of their economies. According to a report by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development UNCTAD, the global economy contracted by 4.3% in 2020, with significant disparities in the economic impacts on countries. African countries experienced the largest single-year economic contraction since the 1970s, while East Asian economies fared relatively well due to their strong technocratic governance, effective public health measures, and resilience in the face of external shocks. The airline industry, one of the hardest hit sectors, is projected to lose up to $314 billion in 2020, with an 81% drop in passenger traffic. The hospitality industry has also been hit hard, with the number of international tourist arrivals dropping by 75% in the first 8 months of 2020, leading to a loss of $460 billion in export revenue. In contrast, the technology sector has been a relative winner, with revenues and profits up as many people adapted new ways of working and living. E-commerce is one of the few industries that has shown significant growth, with online sales up 30% compared to the previous year. Pharmaceutical and healthcare companies have also performed well due to the pandemic's heightened demand for medical supplies and services. Long-term effects. The long-term effects of the global recession are far-reaching, with Kiyosaki and Rickards both warning about the potential for more significant financial crises in the future. Kiyosaki points out that the pandemic has laid bare underlying societal issues, including wealth inequality, that have been festering for decades. The current economic downturn has worsened these issues, and the resulting social unrest could destabilize entire economies. Kiyosaki suggests that governments will continue to face serious economic challenges in the years to come unless they address these structural flaws. Rickards, on the other hand, warns about the potential for an extended period of secular stagnation, in which economic growth remains consistently low, and the economy is subject to frequent periods of recession and stagnation. In his view, the global economy will continue to face significant challenges, including massive debt loads, aging populations, and lackluster productivity growth. Rickards contends that these problems will exacerbate the underlying structural deficiencies in the global financial system, and warns that they could lead to a more significant financial crisis in the future. Navigating the current economic climate. To navigate the current economic climate, individuals and businesses need to adopt strategies that prioritize long-term stability and resilience, rather than short-term financial gains. Kiyosaki encourages individuals and businesses to focus on preparedness and adaptability, building multiple streams of income, and investing in assets that generate passive income. Kiyosaki suggests that investors should focus on investments with solid fundamentals, such as gold and silver, which provide a hedge against inflation and market volatility. Rickards advocates for a more active role for government in supporting businesses and promoting economic growth. Rickards suggests that policymakers should implement measures to promote domestic manufacturing and protect domestic industries, which would reduce reliance on international trade and improve supply chain resilience. He also recommends that governments should invest heavily in infrastructure projects, which would create jobs and stimulate economic growth. On a more individual level, Rickards suggests that investors should diversify their portfolios across multiple asset classes and currencies, including precious metals, commodities, and bonds. In conclusion, the current global recession has exposed weaknesses in the global financial system, and highlighted the urgent need for structural reforms. Although Robert Kiyosaki and Jim Rickards have differing views on the root causes and potential long-term effects of the recession, they both agree on the importance of prioritizing long-term stability and resilience in navigating the current economic climate. For individuals and businesses, this means focusing on building multiple streams of income, investing in solid fundamentals, and preparing for future economic shocks. For policymakers, this means investing in infrastructure and domestic industries, promoting job creation and economic growth, and addressing underlying structural defects in the global financial system. Only by taking proactive measures to promote long-term stability and resilience can we ensure that we come out of this recession stronger and more resilient than ever before. What do you think is happening with the global economy? Leave me a comment below. Thank you for visiting Free Market Economy.